Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our bio class. We are studying chapter number 8, How do organisms reproduce? And in the last video, we have discussed about sexual reproduction in the flowering plant. Now, we are going to discuss the next topic, sexual reproduction in the animals, that is in the human being. But before we start studying sexual reproduction in human being, let us first discuss some other important topics. So before we proceed to the sexual reproduction in human being, let us discuss these topics. Do organisms produce exact copies of themselves? The importance of variation and why the sexual mode of reproduction is more significant than asexual mode of reproduction. Do organisms create exact copies of themselves? Here you have to understand that every single life starts with a basic unit called the cell. In the last ninth class, we have studied that the cell contains nucleus and it contains the genetic information for the next generation in the form of DNA. A basic event in reproduction is the creation of DNA copy. Cells use chemical reaction to build copies of their DNA. This creates two copies of the DNA in a reproducing cell and they will need to be separated from each other. DNA copying is therefore accompanied by the creation of an additional cellular apparatus and then the DNA copies separate, each with its own cellular apparatus. Effectively, a cell divides to give rise to two cells. DNA copying. What is DNA? DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid is a genetic material found in the chromosome which are present in the nucleus of a cell. The DNA is the information site for making proteins and each specific type of protein lead to a specific type of body design. Thus, DNA molecule determines the body design of an individual. Therefore, it can be concluded that it is the DNA that get transferred from parents to offspring and make them look similar. They are similar, but are they likely to be absolutely identical? Here we have to understand that the process of copying of the DNA will have some variation each time. As a result, the DNA copies generated will be similar but may not be identical to the original. The variation may be drastic or slow. Variation during reproduction is an inbuilt tendency and it leads a pathway for evolution. In an asexually reproducing organism, the variation is limited as a single parent is giving rise to the new individual. Organisms create exact copies of themselves, a clone. But the chances of variations are very high in a sexually reproducing organism. Using the ability to reproduce, living organism increases their population and feed on available resources in their habitat in an ecosystem. Changes in DNA and body design may result in difficulty to sustain themselves in their habitat. But we know that environment is not consistent. It changes with the change in the different factors like temperature, pressure, availability of resources, water, etc. During these environmental changes, if a particular species is not able to adapt itself to the change, it cannot survive in that habitat. Here comes the role of variation. So, variation will help the species to adapt themselves to that particular changing environment and will give them the chances for survival. Let us discuss an example. If the temperature of the water increases suddenly, then most of the bacteria living in that water would die. Only few variants that are resistant to heat would be able to survive. However, if these variants were not there, then the entire species of bacteria would have been destroyed. Thus, these variants help in the survival of the species. However, all variations are not necessarily beneficial for the individual organisms. Now let us study why sexual mode of reproduction is more significant than asexual mode of reproduction. In sexual reproduction, more variations are produced. Thus, it ensures survival of species in a population. The new formed individual have characteristics of both the parents. Variations are more viable in sexual mode of reproduction than in the asexual mode of reproduction. This is because in asexual reproduction, DNA has to function inside the inherited cellular apparatus. Now, let us start with the sexual reproduction in human beings. Let us begin at an apparently unrelated point. All of us know that our body changes as we become older. Our height increases, and so does our weight. We acquire teeth. We even lose the old, that is, the milk teeth. All these changes can be grouped under the general process of growth. But in early teenage years, a whole new set of changes occur that cannot be simply explained as body enlargement. Instead, the appearance of the body changes, proportion changes, new features appear, and so do new sensation. Here, at this age, an individual body is preparing itself for the process of reproduction. Let us see what are the changes which are taking place at early teenage years. Let us see some changes which are common in both boys and girls. Hair growth of hair in armpits and genital areas between the thighs. Genital area becomes darker. Body hair, thinner hair on legs, arms, and face. Skin becomes oily. Appearance of pimples mainly on face. Awareness of body. Children become conscious and aware of their own bodies as well as those of others. Now let us see the changes which occurs in boys. Boys begin to have a thick hair growth on the face. Their voice begin to crack. The penis occasionally begins to become enlarged and erect either in daydreams or at night. Now let us see some changes which occurs in girls. Here in girls, breast size begin to increase with the darkening of the skin of the nipples at the tip of the breast. They begin to menstruate at around this time. All these changes take place slowly over a period of months and years. They do not happen all the time in one person, nor do they happen at an exact age. In some people, they happen early and quickly, while in others, they can happen very slowly. Also, each change does not become complete quickly either. Let us understand the terms which are related to the changes. Adolescence. It is the transition period from childhood to adulthood. Next term is puberty. Puberty is the period of sexual maturation when a person becomes capable of reproduction. Write the answers of the following questions in your fair copy. Question number 1 is, what is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? Question number 2. Why is variation beneficial to the species but not necessarily for the individual? Question number 3. What do you mean by adolescence and puberty? Question number 4. What are the changes taking place in girls at the time of puberty? Question number 5. What are the changes taking place in boys at the time of puberty?